After saying this, Rama's eyes became as red as copper due to anger, and he gripped his bow tightly. Then Rama, the conqueror of enemy strongholds, lifted his bow, took a ferocious blazing arrow like a poisonous snake, and fixed it on the bow. Well, we're all here, the world is still here, so we can know that Rama did not release that arrow. Fortunately, Lakshmana talked him out and told him that this will not help. And as we know, Rama eventually meets the dying Jatayu, who informs them of what has happened. He performs the funeral rites for Jatayu, who in his last breath has explained what has happened to him. And so now he understands, okay, Sita has been abducted by Ravana, I have to go find him wherever he might be. And then come descriptions of various obstacles along the way. We mentioned last time Kabanda, with no head and a body consisting of a mouth and one eye, and arms which extend some 8 kilometers, 8 miles, I think, 13 kilometers, yes. Which, with his arms, he grabs both Lakshman and Rama, and Lakshman says, I think we're about to become a meal. What do we do now? And Rama responds by, together they respond by cutting off the arms of Kabanda. And Kabanda is lying there saying, oh, thank you very much for that. I've been waiting for you two to come. He rises up into the sky in a no longer horrible form. He explains how he had been cursed, and he explains more detail about the abduction of Sita. And he encourages them that they should go and find. He tells them also that they should go to meet someone who's going to help them in finding Sita, and that is Sugriva, the monkey. Tells them where to go, and to a certain mountain, Rishyamukha mountain, where Sugriva is keeping in hiding from his brother Bali. Well, he eventually meets Sugriva after first meeting one of his devotees, Shabari. Shabari means female Shabara, and that means a tribal woman, who had been waiting her whole life as an ascetic to meet Rama. When she meets Rama, she offers obeisances, offers some fruit offering to him, and this is the perfection of her life. Ram and Lakshmana move on and eventually meet with another sage who comes to ask them who they are, and they explain who they are, and in the discussion Rama notices that this sage, this sadhu, this ascetic, is wearing a diamond necklace. He says, what kind of a sage are you? What kind of an ascetic are you wearing this expensive diamond necklace? When the sage hears this, he's very happy, because this demonstrates to him that this is indeed Rama. This is the person whom he's been waiting for, whom he was told by Lord Brahma that when someone comes and asks you, what is this diamond necklace on your neck, that is going to be Rama. Rama had given a necklace as a gift to Hanuman. Brahma and the other gods had given so many benedictions to Hanuman when he was a child. Hanuman was a rather mischievous child. And so we are told that as a child, Hanuman wanted to eat some fruit and was told by his mother that he could eat any fruit that was the color of the setting sun. She had said this as the sun had been setting, and it was a nice bright orange reddish color. His mother had told him this as she was leaving him, and Hanuman thought, okay, then let me take that fruit which is there in the sky. And that fruit which was there in the sky was the sun. So he went to reach out for the sun. He took one of his famous leaps. He was already rather talented in doing this from early childhood. This was the beginning of his practice that he would use later in getting to Sri Lanka. So he jumped up and he grabbed the sun and put it in his mouth, along with Prabhu, who just at that moment happened to be also wanting to swallow the sun. Having put the sun in his mouth, the universe was deprived of the sun. And naturally, everyone was disturbed. The gods, therefore, cried out in anguish, what shall we do? And they were advised by Lord Brahma that they should approach Hanuman and beg him, my dear little boy monkey, will you kindly give us that fruit back? And whatever they said and whatever they promised to Hanuman was not enough to impress Hanuman or to satisfy him enough to agree to open his mouth. One after another, the gods gave benedictions, promising him so many special powers. And finally, at the end of this list of promising, Lord Brahma gave his promise and actually gave him the diamond necklace, which then would identify him to Rama and vice versa. So then Hanuman, who had been disguising himself as a mendicant in order to find out who is this, who are these two, on behalf of Sugriva, who was suspicious and fearful that they had been sent by Bali, was now very happy that this is Rama. And so Hanuman changed his form into his regular Hanuman form. And then Rama was brought by Hanuman in his large Hanuman form, together with Lakshman on Hanuman's shoulders. He jumped up to the top of Rishyamukha mountain to introduce him to Sugriva. Well, I won't go into all the details of the politics that then ensued. There had been what we nowadays call politics between the two brothers, Bali and Sugriva. And this led to the death of Bali at the hands of Rama in a way which have been questioned. First they were questioned by Bali as Bali experienced the arrow